What's the funniest game that turns serious fast? My senior class had this tradition called Future Letter, where everyone writes predictions about their classmates for the 10-year reunion time capsule. It started innocently enough. Mr. Palmer, our English teacher, assigned us to write anonymous letters predicting where our classmates would be in 10 years. Be creative, he encouraged. Think about who might become famous, who might marry each other, who'll go bald first. The class loved it. We spent a week giggling over predictions like Jamie will finally ask Sophia out, or Connor will still be trying to grow facial hair. Mr. Palmer promised to seal everything in the official class time capsule to be opened at our 10-year reunion. The game became competitive. Who could make the funniest yet plausible prediction? My friend Tyler wrote dozens, thinking up elaborate futures for everyone. Even the quiet kids participated, secretly dropping their predictions into the decorated box on Mr. Palmer's desk. On the final collection day, Mr. Palmer announced a twist. "I've been adding my own predictions," he said with this weird smile, "and I've decided to read some of them aloud." We thought it would be hilarious, but things got uncomfortable fast. "Jessica will get pregnant before graduation," he read from one card. The class went silent as Jessica's face turned bright red. "Marcus won't make it to the reunion because he'll be in prison," was the next one. Marcus, a black student who'd had some minor discipline issues, slumped in his seat. We realized these weren't student predictions. These were coming from Mr. Palmer himself. He continued reading increasingly inappropriate predictions about students' failures, family problems, and personal issues. Things only teachers would know from counselor reports or parent conferences. Tyler stood up. "This isn't funny anymore," he said. Mr. Palmer just shrugged and dropped the cards into the time capsule box. "Sometimes the truth hurts," he replied. "But hey, prove me wrong." After class, we were stunned. Jessica was crying in the bathroom. Several of us went to the principal, who seemed disturbed but only promised to look into it. A week later, we were the ones called in and scolded for not understanding school traditions.